Hello, my name is Daniel Whitehead and I'm the CEO of Sanctuary Mental Health Ministries. Sanctuary is a non-profit charity based out of Vancouver, Canada, though our work is becoming more known in other nations too. Sanctuary exists to help the church have conversations and shared learning experiences that help people of faith to integrate their faith with mental health. We seek to do that through the lenses of theology, clinical practice, research, and lived experience. When the COVID-19 pandemic began surfacing at the beginning of March, our leadership team decided that we would try and create a resource to help people process grief and loss in these times. No sooner had we made that decision than we started noticing a number of articles and seminars and webinars and other excellent resources on the subject of grief. So we set ourselves the ambitious task of creating an easily accessible online short course that people everywhere could access, all within the space of a month. And I'm delighted to share it with you on behalf of all of us at Sanctuary Mental Health Ministries. In this resource, I've recorded some conversations with 4 of my friends. The first is one of our ambassadors, Dr. Hilary McBride. Hilary is an award-winning therapist, a registered clinical counsellor based here in Vancouver, Canada. She's also a published author and a renowned podcaster who is regularly heard by over 10 million people worldwide. Then we have our other ambassador, Reverend Professor John Swinton. John is a world-renowned practical theologian, an ordained Church of Scotland minister, a former psychiatric nurse, and now a prolific academic, an award-winning author, and the Chair of Divinity at the University of Aberdeen in Scotland. I then have my friend Dr. Ruth Lawson McConnell. Ruth is a therapist who trained directly with Dr. Gordon Neufeld. She has over 30 years of experience as a counselling psychologist. Ruth is currently based here in Vancouver, Canada, having recently moved from New Zealand. Ruth is a global citizen, having been born in Scotland, raised in Brazil, and she's spent her adult life between Canada and New Zealand. Finally, I was able to interview Lawrence Chung. Lawrence is a hospital chaplain and spiritual carer. He's also an adjunct professor at the University of British Columbia, specialising in palliative care. Lawrence's interview was actually recorded between shifts whilst he was working at the hospital. Each of our experts speak to different aspects of grief and loss, which can perhaps fall under the broader categories of bereavement, loss of identity, and the loss of life as we have previously known it. Though our speakers speak to different aspects of loss, we believe the wisdom they share can speak to you, whether you're grieving the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job or income, the loss of freedom or safety, the loss of sustaining relationships. Whatever your loss is, your loss matters, and grieving is an appropriate and healthy response. So please use this resource, share it with others, and please also check out our other resources, including our podcast, our blog, our Sanctuary course, which is an 8-week study for faith communities to explore the intersection of faith and mental health. And all of our resources are freely available via our website at sanctuarymentalhealth.org. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. God bless you, and may you know the peace of Christ, even in the midst of these difficult times.